Thank you, family, for sharing and opening up about how such a short but significant impact occurred when encountering Sister Nazura. As you know, I lived with her the whole time, and there were some very special moments that we had. Nazura, she was definitely one of a kind. I will say that for sure, and I mean that in the best way, because her spirit, I could tell she was very passionate about her work, and she was very passionate about her people. And so there were many nights that we would often fall asleep, or I would fall asleep on her and leave her up talking. But a lot of things that we shared, but the most significant part of that experience is I recall that her, myself, and another family member, Tasha from California, we journeyed one night to go have a spiritual reading by a Zulu priestess in Africa. And we were all anxious. We didn't really know what to expect. Was a little nervous about the whole experience. But as we rode in the cab that night in the middle of Ghana, 3 women in the cab driver at 11, 12 midnight at night to Mama Zulu's house, there was a sense of peace. And we began to just talk about life and life's journey and how we got to this place. And I remember while Mama Zulu was doing the individual readings, there was a point in time where it was just Nazura and I sitting on the porch, overlooking the ocean, which is so beautiful at night, sitting in rocking chairs. She was the first one up because Mama Zulu did it in order of age. I was the second one and Tasha was the last. So while Tasha was having her reading, Nazura and I just sat there and we reflected over everything that Mama Zulu had shared to us and revealed to us about life and about this journey. And I felt like that night was kind of a rebirth in terms of who she was as a black woman and who I was as a black woman, but more importantly, just what our purpose and the significance behind it. And then of course, when I talked to my sister, she went to Nigeria and she had a spiritual reading done by a Babalu out there. And so in our conversation, I said, well, sis, what did they tell you? Was it the same thing as what Mama Zulu said? And she told me in a lot of ways the confirmation came to fruition, that basically everything that the Babalu told her in Nigeria was pretty much in sync and in line with what Mama Zulu had revealed in Ghana. And it just reminded me that life is such a gift. And we have the responsibility to make the most out of it while we can. I can say that although I was disappointed about Nazura's transition because we had so many more plans, I can honestly say that because of her and that experience of knowing her and all that we shared in that short time, it made my world better. And it made me ask myself the question, what is my purpose for life? Am I living out my purpose on a daily? So I give gratitude to the Most High. I give gratitude for each one of us that have bonded together. But I give gratitude for the spirit of Sister Nazura. Because every day, especially since her transition, I ask myself the question, am I living my life's purpose? Because I can honestly say that although her transition was unexpected, she left this world doing the very thing that she loved. She was about her people. She was about community building. She was about empowering black economics. She was about strengthening the black woman. She left this world doing the very thing that she loved to do. So just in our own call to purpose, ask yourself the question, are you doing the very thing that you love to do in this moment? That if you were to leave this world, would you leave fulfilled? And that's one thing. I know she didn't know it was her time, but I know that someone said that when you transition, you have to, like, there's a spiritual component to it, to where you kind of are in agreement with going into the light or into the next life. And although she still has so much left to give to this world, I know that she welcomed that light with open arms.
Watch out.
I know that she went into that light. It's by the candle, Charlotte. I know that she went into that light with open arms. There's no doubt in my mind. So, on a higher note and on a positive note, she's not gone. She's still with us.
You gonna burn the balloon?
We'll just do the candle. Do the balloon. we go. All good. It's all good. There you go. So, it's all good. Leave it. It's not a big deal. It's just a water bottle on the floor. So, what we're going to do before because we are going to actually release the balloons. But I looked at all these trees. And I was like, if we release them, they get caught. So we probably need to go to that open space right there. Y'all think that if we go to that open space, it should be okay?
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, let's do the family circle of prayer first, and then we'll go to release the balloons.